As many of you probably know, Wicked Twister is getting removed. This honestly probably came to a shock to many of us, because those Wicked Twister removal rumors died down. We always said that Cedar Point will probably remove it at some point and relocate it to another park to add another coaster at Cedar Point, but now's the time. So in this video, I'm going to be going over my thoughts and what I personally think will be coming to Cedar Point in 2022 or 2023. But before we get into today's video, don't forget to press that red subscribe button and make sure to leave notifications on. Now let's get into today's video. Okay, so first I want to talk about where will Wicked Twister go. Then I will talk about what could replace it. So where could Wicked Twister go? I could definitely see California's Great America as a landing ground for this coaster. I don't see Cedar Point scrapping it, and an Intamin Impulse coaster was in California's Great America's 10-year plan. So I could definitely see it going there. There's also been talk that Dorney's Intamin Impulse Possessed gets removed and relocated, but for a new coaster at Dorney, but I think it'll be Wicked Twister. Wicked Twister is the better impulse. I've ridden both of the impulses. Wicked Twister is the better one. So I think Wicked Twister will get relocated to California's Great America. Now, let's get into my predictions for what will replace it. So, you have a pretty decent plot of land if you take out Max Air 2. But just working with the land on Wicked Twister's plot, you got a very skinny small spot. What could be the best to work with? Gerstlauer. We've seen that they put a boomerang spot and they put hang time in their world-class attraction in a spot that used to hold a Vekoma boomerang. So we know they can work with small spaces. So I could see Cedar Point getting a Gerstlauer like hang time. It would fit the spot if it goes out onto the beach a little bit. But this is Cedar Point. If it was any other park, video would be over. Gerstlauer Infinity like hang time. But no, this is Cedar Point. They need something record-breaking. They need something huge. So now let's look. What if they take out Max Air? What can you put there? And a couple of other small flat rides. Now you have a very big plot of land to work with. A pretty good size. What if you have a coaster with 15 inversions? Gerstlauer Infinity with 15 inversions. I could definitely see Cedar Point going for the inversion record. It would be great to market it. It would look good in the skyline and whatnot. Maybe they put a light package on it. It would look super sick. You need it to be very, 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 very compact, and it would have to go out onto the water. So that is one option. There are many, many, many other options. Option number 2 is a B&M Flyer. This would go over the water. I could definitely see him going with this. It would go all over the water, and it would look absolutely insane. But Tony Clark said that our next coaster will top Steel Vengeance. I think everybody knows a B&M Flyer is not topping Steel Vengeance. A 15 inversion coaster is not topping Steel Vengeance. So we got to look at 2 other options. But before we do that, I want to talk about the B&M Flyer just a little bit more. You might also be able to get away without taking up any of the Max Air space. So there is an option there. One more option before we get into the 2 biggest options is a pier. We've discussed Cedar Point Pier. What if they have a pier with rides and roller coasters coming off it, because Cedar Point is landlocked? Maybe they could do this. It would open up a spot for an entrance to the pier. You could see like a Gerstlauer or something on it. Something like that. I don't really know. But I don't know. They could definitely do it because the water is very shallow in Lake Erie, so it wouldn't be super hard. It wouldn't be super expensive, but it would still be expensive. But I just don't think they're going to do this. I really don't. So now let's get into the two options that I think could top Steel Vengeance. Option number one. This is the less likely option to top Steel Vengeance. And I don't really know which one would be more probable. So first, let's start off with an axis. It would fit the plot of land with just Wicked Twister. Maybe it'll go over the beach. Maybe it'll go over the water. Could an axis top Steel Vengeance? I don't think so. But it would be really cool ride. I've never experienced an axis, so I can't say anything about it. But Steel Vengeance, I've ridden that coaster. It is the perfect coaster. I literally would not change a thing. Know when you're on a coaster and you just say, I wish it had one more airtime hill. I wish it had this element instead of this element. A wave turn instead of an outer bank turn or something. Nah. Steel Vengeance, there's nothing to change. It has everything that you could possibly want in a coaster. So now, let's look at what I think they could get. This is the more likely option to me. This could top Steel Vengeance. RMC TRex. The 500-foot barrier has been waiting to be broken. There's been talk about polar coasters everywhere. There was one at the Jersey Shore that was supposed to be built. That wasn't supposed to top the record. That was only supposed to be like 350 feet. The Skyplex Orlando. Does anyone still know what happened to that thing? So could we finally see a coaster over 500 feet? Fred Grubb said that the T-Rex is capable of breaking the 500-foot barrier. This would be a huge investment. This would be so expensive. First RMC T-Rex would already be insane. But it would not fit the plot of land at all. So let's say you take out Max Air. I do not see Cedar Fair or Cedar Point taking out Windseeker. I've ridden Windseeker. It's a really cool ride. It's right over Lake Erie, and it's really cool. Very popular. They're not taking that out. They're not taking that out. So you got some flat rides, and I do not see them taking the Ferris wheel out. So this will be going over the water if they build it. They could take out Max Air, have the lift hill go up by Max Air, where it stands down, drop down, go over the water, which would be absolutely insane if you're dropping into the water at 500 feet. But now, let's look at the more likely option. A RMC T-Rex. Nothing insane. Maybe like a 200-foot regular, boring RMC T-Rex. Not the 500-foot RMC T-Rex. Because it's Cedar Point. And if they don't get a 500-foot coaster, then it's kind of like, upsetting. It's kind of funny, though. Because, like, any other park, they get a coaster. It's like, wow, Cedar Point, they get, like, selective. Like, the fans there, they get selective. But, out of all in all, I think Cedar Point will be getting a coaster in 2022 or 2023. Something huge is coming. I'm telling you, something huge is coming. They wouldn't remove a coaster to just open up a plot of land and just put a flat ride in. No, Cedar Point removes coasters to put a better coaster. Wicked Twister was a very good coaster. I think it was an outstanding coaster, honestly. So Cedar Point is putting in something big. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.